Hello guys, welcome to my channel where we do everything story related. I'm talking novels, movies, stories, anything that has a story. I am there to review it. My name is Vitalis Jira. I am a Zimbabwean young author, an artist and a songwriter. Today I am here as your reviewer. So today we're going to be talking about the talk of the town. When I mean the talk of the town, I mean the literal talk of the town. The whole of Africa is talking about this series. And like I said, why not? I read the novel and went and saw the movies and I was like, man, I need to review this. The fact that it was written by a Zimbabwean author. Yes. I am going to review this. I appreciate it if you leave a comment, a like, and subscribe as we hop into the review. This is how we're going to be doing it. We're going to be splitting it into 3 parts. I'm going to firstly give you a breakdown, a run through what the story is about. Then I'm going to give things that the series did which were different from the novel. And then lastly, I'm going to give you my review. The breakdown of the story. So the story in the novel, the story takes place in Zimbabwe. The series, it takes place in South Africa, but still, it follows a man who ends up marrying 4 wives. The 4th one is not quite clear if he marries her or not. But yeah, he goes on to marry these 4 wives. So he starts off with his wife, and then he's wooed by this employee of his, and which ends up falling in love, and then they get married. They have twins, and then they get married, and then it's later found out that he actually has another family, another wife, which was married to like way 20 years before, which is like the 2nd wife. So that turns out the employee was now the 3rd wife, and then he later on goes on to like this kid. And I mean a kid, I'm telling of a 41-year-old liking a 19-year-old. And this 19-year-old, then they end up having a baby which get miscarried. And then in the novel, it seems as if they get married, but in the movie, it's quite different. I think in the series, they just like sugar dating each other. Shows his promiscuity and how he loves sex and how he cannot be satisfied by one woman. So let's move on to what the movie did differently. First thing is the premise of the movie, like the location of the movie. The novel takes place in Zimbabwe. Delington. I remember the name of the house where Matipa's house was and where Joyce was exactly, but it takes place in Zimbabwe. The series takes place in South Africa. It also is in the names of some children's names. In the novel, we get Rudo, we get Garikai, we get Shumira, we get where's the name? Yeah, Shumi, Garikai, Tino. Yeah, exactly. And then in the novel, we just get men, Zimpume, and Kazimulo, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Joyce and Jonasi have 4 kids. In the series, they actually have 3 kids. In the novel, Jonasi and AC, his 2nd wife, they have 2 kids. In the series, they have 1 kid, which is Sarah. Lindan is the one who gives, spoilers. I'm going to say, how can you watch a review series, a review show, and not expect a novel? Jonasi gets AIDS from Lindan, whilst in the movie he gets AIDS from in the series. What I keep on saying movie. In the series, he gets AIDS from this girl that Joyce pays, that she gets acquainted with in jail. But overall, I would like to say that Sunyati, this novel was on point. My review of the Polygamist. Polygamist, Mukomana Webarika. That's the character of some men. Some men actually act like Jonas. They are Jonases. Some people are seeing this novel and reading this novel and seeing this series with this point of view of like wanting to just hate the man, wanting to hate Jonas. Yes, but you're forgetting the other key stories, the other key points in the series. Because this series, what it taught me is that women themselves, they can be villains to each other. Yes, women can be weapons for other women's pain. Because we'll see people like Matipa. Matipa knew that Joyce was in a marriage with Jonasi. She knew that Jonasi was a married man. And then she threw herself at Jonasi. I'm sorry if I'm going to say like, I didn't feel as much sympathy as most people have with Matipa, because come on, Matipa and Lindani, they brought themselves to this. Lindani, I don't even feel any pity. I'm sorry. People are going to say, she's a kid and he manipulated. No. Guys, don't lie. In the novel, she has 3 sugar daddies. Jonas is just one of the little playboys she has. And then Garikai actually has sex with Lindani before his father dies. And his father walks on them having sex. And this is the point whereby he now has AIDS. He now has AIDS, and Lindan was just 4 out of 5 stars. It was a brilliant story. It had a clear villain, and I got to sympathize with some of the characters, and I got to see myself in one of those characters. Yes, I won't tell you who. Tell me which series you want me to review next, which series you want me to see. Now I'm starting a series where I'll be reading middle grade novels like fantasy, romance, and stuff, so that I can read. I'm starting to like reading nowadays, and then I'll be reviewing them to you. So please subscribe. See you on the next.